So at Carver, I had to inherit a culture and change it. Well, Miller Grove was a brand new school, never open, and I had to start a culture, build it from the foundation, which was different. And it was fun because I got to build it the way I wanted to build it without, having to go in and change things and, move things around like I did at Carver. I had to kind of change the whole scope. And so we started off as a school with only ninth and 10th graders. And we had our first year. We then play uh, a full varsity schedule. We played like a JV schedule, varsity schedule. But in that JV varsity schedule, we were able to play in the region tournament. And I'm kind of giving you some background so you kind of understand how it started. But we were able to win in the region tournament with ninth and 10th graders. We won one game, which was unbelievable. Everybody was just shocked. And so it kind of propelled us. We lost the next round, but we propelled us for the next year. And we had momentum going. So then next year we go ninth, 10th, and 11th. We add a grade each year as a new school. So the next year we actually went to the state playoffs, and we did really well. And we went to the, Elite Eight or what have you. Then the next year we went to the state championship, and we won the state championship. And it started a string of 6 straight state championships, which is a record in Georgia and one of the top records in the entire country for consecutive state championships. But it all started from building from that small ninth and 10th grade team and just building it up. And, along the way, there were plenty of things that happened throughout that run that made it that much more special. We even had, one year, not first, but the second year, we were 5-6, and we had 7 guys on our team that were Division I kids, 7, and we were 5-6, and I felt a ton of pressure because I felt like what's going on? We got this great team, and we're not winning. 2 kids out of that team, 2 kids ended up going to Georgia. 1 kid went to UCLA. 1 kid went to Penn. I mean, they were really good, but at that time we were 5-6, so we went to Florida to go play in a tournament. And I just remember losing in the second round of that tournament, and we had 2 more games left, like consolation games. But it's gonna sound funny, but I gathered the team in one hotel room and said, "You guys got to stay in this hotel room together, and you got to figure it out. We got to figure this out because I need you guys to be on the same page. I need everybody on the same page." So I made them stay in their room that night, and it was the next day we played, and we just kind of like ran through the team. We went on to win 22 games straight, and we won a state championship. And we called it One Night in Florida. That was our moniker for the rest of that, One Night in Florida, because what happened that night was I had put them in a position where they had to be together and they had to be on the same page and they had to figure it out. And you see who your leaders are, and you see who the guys are who kind of put it all together and make it so that everybody feels a part of. And you establish your leaders, you establish the guys who will be the next leaders and all those things. But it happened in that night, and after that, it was pretty much auto drive, and we went on an incredible run. And those kids always remember that. That's one of the things they remember most. One year, I'll just say this: a couple years after that, we had a kid to actually transition pass right before the first day of practice, and he was one of the premier kids in the state and probably one of the top kids in the country. Had a cardiac arrest the day before, playing pickup or something. I just remember getting that call. I was coming home from church with my wife, and somebody called me and said, "Hey," his mom called me and said, "Hey, we got to rush Terrell to the hospital." So I dropped the phone, rushed to the hospital. When I got there, he had just passed. And so we had to play with that. I had to kind of navigate through that with a team the day before the first day of practice. Like, it was unbelievable. But those kids rallied behind that. And it taught them something about when adversity hits, and, adversity, it visits the strong, but it stays with the weak. And so they learned how to fight through that and figure that out and end up winning the state championship for him. And it was part of that 6-year run, but it was just, those are things that happen along the way that make things special. I'm pretty sure when you started this, you had ebbs and flows to it, but once you got it going and you can see the progress, things start changing.